Marriage. Marriage most times you don't really know what to say about some marriages. Yeah, I'm telling you. Sometimes you don't know what to say about some marriages. This story, or what will I even say about this? You need to listen to this. All this Holy Ghost call that Evangelist Ebukobi is doing is not just for doing sake. It's also to learn. Some people in their marriages, maybe you are having one or two problems or something like that, and you don't know how to come about it, or you've not gotten the opportunity to see him or to come out like this to say it. You can equally learn from the ones that he's doing. Yeah, so listen to this to the end, share to others, and make sure that you learn something today.
Now you telling me before this altar, Tiamak, that you are not beating her?
I'm not beating her. I used to draw her back.
You used to draw her back.
Yeah, so that I will escape. I will pass.
Do you always say she will die in the pregnancy? Don't lie.
I don't know if I said this, baby. I don't know.
You don't know whether you said it.
Yes.
You are full of lies.
Zion. My name is Esther Ugu, and I'm from Anambra State. And I'm married to Enugu. My complaint starts 6 years ago when I took in for my second born. So my husband started behaving somehow. He doesn't drop money for food. So after some weeks, and I asked why, he said he has problem in the market. So I now asked him, what happened? He said he's holding somebody money. So I asked him how much. He said 100,000. I said, I cannot afford 100,000, but I can give you 70,000. So I withdrew 70,000 and gave him then. So after some weeks, he's still staying at home. I asked him why. He started behaving somehow, so I left him. So when I gave birth, hunger started. I started drinking Gary. So, and I went out. My baby was some months later. I went out to look for work. So after some months, I found work in Agor here, marketing. So I started selling marketing soup. And I was good at that. So I started earning salary and all that to cater for my children. And also him because he was at home. So some years after that, the thing was still happening. I saved up some money. I rented a shop. I told him, oh yeah, stay in that shop while I go working. Sometimes you go out, you make calls and bring some money, but it's not regularly. So after that, when I was selling, back then he has a club member. So they started saying, this one your wife is marketing soap. Let her resign and focus in one place. So they said that they will give me some money. I said, how much will you people give me for me to focus in one place? They said, they will give me 100,000. I said, 100,000 is too small. I have children. So later they said that's what they can give. And he started, I don't know what they discussed about. They started saying, I'm following men. I have to resign. We start in one place. Then the money was not enough. That was when the trouble started. The beating and everything. Nagging. So after that one night, after we closed from the shop, I wanted to sleep. And immediately, he dragged me out and said, brought out all the whole sugar and said, I want to deal with your mommy today. I was so surprised. He used a fleet something to start hitting me. He hit, and then his brother was next room because we were living in one room then. So I was shouting because I didn't expect it from him. I I was looking at him, what's happening? So he injured me and blood was on my head. So the next morning I have to call my senior brother. My senior brother came. He said, Esther, I said, no problem. He took me to Mushi for scan and everything. Then I didn't know that I took in again. So after everything, I was doing the business. It was hell. My brother said, oh yeah, let's go. He packed all my things, both in the shop and everything. He was crying and everything. I should not leave him. Then, after 3 days in my brother's place, I said, how will I stay with my brother's place? Because his wife was not comfortable with it. I have to go home. I went back. He now said, I need to go. KJ register antenatal. I registered antenatal at 7 months then. So after everything, I put to bed. And then, the major reason why my brother took me, he said I must die in that pregnancy. Every night, he will be hitting. He wake me up.
I mean, when you're pregnant, he's telling you will die in the pregnancy.
Yes, that was the major reason why my brother carried me.
This man here.
Yes. I have to sleep in my shop. Every night, I come out, I bathe. I was praying, God, I must come out of it. So after then, I gave birth and everything. The matter was still going on. So after some time, he will go out, nothing. I went to his brother's house. See what your brother is doing. The wife did not even let me inside. He left me outside with the baby. There is the servant that gave me share to sit down. After that, I explained to his brother. I didn't know that later on, that his brother asked him, because he took my money then. I wanted to use that money to pay my children's school fees. So his brother asked him, he denied it. I left it. Then he always beats me. Sometimes he nag. And he says, forgive me. I don't know what I'll do. I forgive him because I don't want the children to suffer or to separate. Later on, so I forgive him. Later on, I took in. He said, I'm not going to...
You took in again?
Yes.
The fourth one?
Yes. He said, I'm not money Dilima. I said, it's you. After on everything, I suffered and everything. He said, you must give birth 2 CS. I said, I will not give birth. I will come to Zion. I will pray. Then I'm not telling my mom anything. When I spoke, I come up with when I finished giving birth. In the hospital, they left